Scorpio, welcome to your next 72. Scorpio, I really feel like this past energy, I'm going to keep it real with you, so let me give me a moment to have a one-to-one with your reading is a one-on-one, but pertaining to this past energy, I really feel like you've been putting in the work and pertaining to your healing journey. See, you are prioritizing your focus and pertaining to your healing journey. There is someone, or this is you, your reflection of yourself, but there is someone, or there are people who feel like you don't give enough. And this you not giving enough feels like a past decision that you've made that was a choice that you were aware of. It happened. And it's like someone just keeps resurfacing the past of your own actions. Your action that had nothing to do with them, but they wanted to be involved in that action to keep you down in a way. And every time they try to resurface this past action that you did with free will, they have always been using that as a get out of jail free card from them not owning up to their actions that were towards you. But this action, this energy that you did in the past had nothing to do with no one else. It was your action for you. And it doesn't feel like, it feels like it was just more so like, oh well, type energy, like I'm gonna do what I want to do. It feels like you had an enjoyable moment, but it affected people that you didn't think could care less. And then to come to realization, they don't care, but they are trying to make it seem like you're the one to blame. I don't see you focusing on that. I just feel like you're at a phase, Scorpio, where you're not allowing anyone to have access to your cup, and you're not willing to pour into others who want to blame you for their own actions, basically gaslight you. That's what it is. It feels like someone is trying to gaslight you. And that could be stressful, because that's when they play on your mind state, and it'll make you feel like you're going crazy, especially if you don't have anyone that's witnessing the gaslight to support you, my Scorpio. We're going to start your reading off with overall focus, okay? For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. Hopefully I should be able to finish the rest of the next 72 before it's time for me to get ready to go to work. All right. I will deliver some additional messages of the messages that I was tapping into when I was resting. I had to take a break and take a rest. So let me see. Who do we have left? We have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Hold on, Scorpio. I know this is your reading, but you have to understand, Scorpio, that there are other zodiac signs that are in your energy. For most, you may not resonate with this reading, with this next 72, because you're not in your own element. So for those of you who have already subscribed, welcome back. May you find the clarity and confirmation and understanding that you seek or need. Hold on, I'm being guided to put any cards in upright that are inverted, to put them in upright. infinite blessings. Next 72, someone's gaslighting you because you're getting ready to. That is beautiful to get infinite blood abundance. That's what it said. Yeah, infinite abundance. You know what it says? That's why I'm being guided. The ones that are inverted is what's that a shift has happened and being released into you. So this infinite abundance here, obstacles are being removed. And I feel like that gaslighting is being removed because that was a challenge. That is a challenge when you have to keep facing someone that says, no, I didn't say that. No, I didn't do that to you. I did not. And it's like, yes, you did. No, I didn't. Worry no more, my Scorpio. Heart awakening. It says, awaken to accept. It says, awaken to acceptance, Scorpio, and divine love. So the truth is you are accepting your gaslighters. You're like, okay, it's like saying, I accept the fact that I know you're a compulsive liar. So now at this point, everything you say to me is entertainment. Okay. Your next 72 feels smooth. It does. It feels smooth, but it will probably feel a little rough or feel like a little struggle in the next 72 if you allow the gaslighting to disturb you. Okay, we have Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on your path. Okay. Today may be a good day that your healing journey it feels balanced. And tomorrow you may have troubled waters, meaning you're not understanding why you're being pulled, why you're feeling some type of way. Because there could be memories of what was said in gaslighting, and it's like you're re-questioning yourself when you already know that it's a form of manipulation to pull you back in, and you are no longer shackled to feeling disturbed when it comes to the matters of the heart. Yeah. Soul flame, fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is not a love reading, but healing journey. It is the main ingredient. So for some of you Scorpios, you focusing on your healing journey, it attracts a soul flame. Let's see. Cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Be mindful of your thoughts in the next 72, my Scorpio. A cloak of wisdom. Or say you already know the answer you seek. So I don't see you entertaining any clown energy. I don't see you entertaining foolishness. I don't see you entertaining dysfunctional people, behaviors. Yeah, you too good for that in a good way. It's not a conceited energy. If you are in a fraternity or sorority, you are now starting to open up. You feel like you belong. So you could be a freshman. All right. Overall focus for my Scorpio. Wow, look at voice, infinite abundance. You don't feel deserving in the next 72. So that some of you are going to be experiencing troubled waters because you can't get over someone gaslighting you. Communication, infinite abundance, and voice of truth. You are deserving, and stop like sticking up for yourself to this gaslighter or gaslighters, because they're not going to accept you fighting for yourself. So this is saying cut the communication off. basically, is what I am intuitively receiving. Cut it off. So your soul expansion, okay? What needs to be replaced will be replaced. All right. Overall focus for my Scorpio. Yeah. If settling, you know how some people, this is just an example, how some people just want the picket fence and the house, right? And instead you get an apartment and a patio. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to settle in this. This is the kind of settling I'm talking about. I'm not talking about settle in disturbed waters, troubled waters. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying enjoy what your accomplishments, enjoy your position at this time, and release the worry. Create an environment. Starting in the next 72, some of you are creating your environment so that you can begin your healing journey. Others of you, you are cutting off your gaslighters because your voice is not being heard. It's not easy, especially if it's family. Especially if it's family and that's all you have. You know, especially when this one was left behind. Higher learning. You're ready to grow. You're ready to expand. You have learned from this experience. So now you're cutting it off. But what I was saying, just from my personal experiences, Scorpio, when it comes to family, it is a difficult thing, especially if that's all you know and you've been accustomed to the gaslighting and you've humbled yourself, right? And with me, I humbled myself. I was content. I was silent. Gaslighting is mental abuse as well as verbal abuse. And once I realized enough is enough, but I will admit it took a person to tell me, hey, that's not right. Because I didn't have a witness to experience what I was going through when it comes to family. And so when I got that awareness, then this person taught me how to speak up for myself, right? They didn't give me, they didn't coach me. I watched how they spoke up for themselves when they were in gaslighting situations. But the only thing that the person where I like learned from, right? Where I had my awakening. This person actually liked it though. Okay. That was the difference. I didn't like it. They have settled in dysfunction. That's their lifestyle. Now I'm pertaining to me. Now where they are now in life and how things go, I do not know. I just know they did have a battle with moving into their higher self, and their lower self is what works for them, and they were okay with that. And so when I began to start speaking up for myself, the gaslighting got worse. So then I really became humble and content, and I held it all in. So then when I started my healing journey, okay, and I started to speak up for myself, my mind was playing tricks on me, but it was from the gaslighting. I was in my right mind. I was present. My communication got better. Okay. Even though my boundaries was ignored, I became stronger internally, and my confidence started to bring my protector. It started to protect me. Now back to you, Scorpio. So I shared that testimony with you, Scorpio, to tell you that you are not alone and you got this. Okay. So we have increased awareness, downloads and understandings, and higher learning. You've outgrown the childish behavior. Okay. And at this point, by you trusting your inner voice in the next 72, you're receiving messages. The message is loud and clear. Not only you're going within, but you're moving forward. Give some transcendence cards for my Scorpio. Transcendence messages for my Scorpio. Excuse me. Transcendence messages for my Scorpio. Why not? Scorpio. I would be tired too if one day you're happy and the next day you're not happy, and then one full week you're happy. I want you to be happy for the rest of the year and moving forward. I want you to be able to maintain your happiness even if you have moments of your water being disturbed, but it will not affect your happiness, because your future is, you're supposed to enjoy it every day and being prepared. So you on your healing journey, for some of you, you're creating a space to start your healing journey, and some of you Scorpios, it's your headspace. You're clearing out your headspace to make room for, okay, this is my routine that I'm going to create for my healing space. This is solitude in reverse. Virgo energy. You don't need validation to heal. For some of you, you are seeking validation. This gaslighter does not want to admit that they are responsible for your trauma. Creation. This is a new here. And this is telling me within the transcendence messages is that this gaslighter is saying, no, you're responsible for their trauma. It's like whatever you say it, they switch it around and say it's you. You don't see you're the problem. And that is not true. For some of you Scorpios, if it is true, you're being guided to work on you, work on your gifts, so that you can have fulfillment in your purpose. It's like you start and you stop. Start something and you stop. It's not that you don't finish it, it's just your waters are always troubled or stirred up by someone else. You may feel like there's some sense of juju for some of you. Oh my. Those cards fell on the ground. For some of you, you realizing that no one has pity over you, or you realizing that life goes on. Life continues, so there's no need for you to somber in your sorrow or disturbance of your waters. Hold on. Somber. What is somber? Let me make sure. Somber, a dark, dull color and tone. Shadow energy. Give me some WhatsApp messages for my Scorpio. Unresolved issues in reverse. So they are resolved. You've already begun your healing journey for some of you Scorpios. This is letting me know that some of you guys have forgiven. You've already forgiven, especially with this advanced. Present is in reverse. basic rights is in reverse while bad news is in reverse. They don't care. You're fighting to be right to someone who is not going to give you the apology that is due. Boogeyman, trial, leisure in reverse. Is this strength? Studied in reverse. They don't have access to you unless you allow them to have access to you in the next 72. If they don't believe that you change in the next 72, they definitely are. And their own shadow energy is disturbing them because they need your energy for some reason. There's a blockage here with bad news in reverse. Clarify. See, studied in reverse. They can't get your energy anymore. Someone doesn't have access to you. All right. Clarify this. Don't clarify. What does my Scorpio need to see pertaining to this bad news in reverse? No access to you. They cannot keep you. This has been going on for a long time. Remember I said you would start something, but it's not like you couldn't finish it, but it was just being disturbed. And I feel like you must be the black sheep of the family. If this has to do with family, I'm hearing that song. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. You're not turning back around. If this is marriage you're going through with a divorce, and with this healing journey, all you want to do is focus on you and those you support. This could be your children. For the most part, the priority is you. You have a lot of gifts. This is confirming those talents. You've been having them since a kid. And I feel like you just never have been given the opportunity. Like you didn't have family support your gifts. You had to learn the hard way. So now that you're mature enough, you're continue to heal from your past so that you can enjoy your future. Give me some FYIs for Scorpio. Lucky, what's going on? Are you gonna what's up? What's up, Lucky? What? You done? I'm gonna have to get you an outside joy. I know, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna give you your bacon when I leave to go to work. Yeah, you want to bake that. All right. Where's some FYI messages for my Scorpio? 6 months, 6 weeks in reverse. Wow. This, I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is you getting your life together and planning things out and saying, this is what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3. This is what I'm gonna do first. This is what I'm gonna do second. This is what I'm gonna do third. And you tell someone that gaslights you, and they say, "Nah, let me help you." I feel like you've learned from that experience by telling your plans to this particular person, and they say they want to help you. They didn't help you at all. Are they helped you, and them helping you made you feel trapped? This is what that 6 months and 6 weeks feels like. You having to make a decision. Staying in staying in a trap is gonna feel like six months. It's gonna take 6 months to have to get back into a sound mindset of feeling like you can do it again, compared to what you don't see in your healing journey. Is whatever it is you're trying to heal, it's going to take 6 weeks instead of 6 months. Because this 6 months here, having to deal with the gaslighter, that's torture. This feels like you'll never feel like you can get out. Like you never can do things independently. What other messages? Saturday, and it's a 7, and 7 is the Hangman. Make Saturdays a priority for healing. So it's saying set 1 day a week for healing, and everything else will take its place. For others of you, make a dedication to participate where you're around other people. For the most part, new people. All right, what else? All right, these fell on the sideway. Okay, Scorpio. Share your story in the comments. We have 9 months. Tarot in reverse. November. You're going to be spending next Thanksgiving or surrounding yourself with new people. March 2nd. That's the 4th month. 6. You could be dealing with a Virgo. 9 months in reverse. With tarot in reverse. Keep your business to yourself. You're being guided. When you get intuitive messages, when it comes to family, keep it to yourself. Others of you, Scorpio, this too is saying you're surrounded by conflict, and if you remove yourself around conflict, you will experience harmony and balance. Others of you, Scorpios, expect harmony and balance. Something about November 2nd or March 2nd. Don't rush time. This is giving me birthdays, March the 2nd, November 2nd. Lover's energy. That's definitely what that was giving me. Overall perspective. I don't think I'm going to get through the remainder of the zodiac signs. I might, I don't know. Perspective. Luck is on your side. Fate is on your side. You're receiving downloads as well. Are you able to see clearly of what's going on in the next 72? Wish fulfillment inverted. Someone is trying to make you feel like you need them in the next 72, but in reality, they need you. And it's going to be a challenge for you to step in your own power and knowing your value and your worth. Overall, Song of Truth. Let's go ahead and read it. Pertaining to your overall perspective, my Scorpio, Song of Truth. And it says, this card confirms that you have an excellent communication skills. Keep up the great work and hear your soul sing. You will be surprised by the positive responses in others when you speak your truth. In regards to a situation, this card says that the truth is in plain sight and communication will solve all issues. Overall perspective, so there's no need for you to overthink anything in the next 72. My Scorpio. That is Oracle for my Scorpio. That is Oracle messages. Your energy, bodies of water. In next 72, don't disregard how you feel when it comes to the truth. And that's what's respected here. Receptivity, leap of faith, bodies of water. You're needing to be nurtured, but I know it can be hard when you, I have to say, there has been times, I know this is not SGL testimony, but there has been times where I would need nurturing, whether that be from my mother or my grandmother, because, so, and it wasn't available. So it was very hard for me to nurture myself. I would have a sense of what needed to be nurtured, but I didn't have the strength to nurture myself. Okay. I was in somber, in a dark space. So I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I saw hope, but I did not see myself at the end of the tunnel of getting through what I was going through. So what this is saying, prepare yourself in the next 72. If you prepare and begin to nurture yourself ahead of time, anything that tries to disturb your water energy, it won't be as effective. It will be kind of like a droplet, like how they say with something about a duck, and it let it flow off your feathers. You're not a duck, but for the most part, let it flow off of you like water. I'm trying to get it. It's coming. It's coming. Basically, a repellent. Your strength is going to repel uh, anything that tries to disrupt your waters. Okay? And it's going to be very clear. So someone could be trying to come in to nurture you. Okay? An earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you're stepping up to the plate. You're taking authority over your life in the next 72. And you're taking that leap of faith. And you're saying, this is how I feel, and this is what it is. This is my truth, whether you accept it or not. And I feel like your actions speak louder than words. For others of you, you're changing a career path that has to do with, the earth. Things connected to the earth, and recycling, cleaning things, making the earth a better place. Give me a romantic oracle for my Scorpio. Are you done going outside? It's hot out there. You drink some water? I just put some cold water in there. Let me get some water. You hot. You hot. With those pretty teeth. You got pretty teeth. Let me see. Heart-to-heart conversation, flirt, playfulness. If you're not ready to settle down, you need to make that clear in the next 72. But in pertaining to self, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like you are tapping into you. You are putting in action of how you want it to be treated. You're taking the authority and being that person. So say um, you want affection. You are replacing affection with something else that comforts you. Okay. I feel like someone is beginning to journal as well, and it's you being honest. Some of you are going to be flirtatious, or you're not trying to be, but you come off as flirtatious when you're having a conversation. If you're single, it's saying now is not the time to settle down. If you are in a relationship, whether you're married or not, the conversation is you need to stop flirting because you have somebody, and that's you, Scorpio. So you basically don't put your foot down because that is breaking your heart. It's making you feel some type of way. You feel like your heart is being discarded when it comes to other people. You may not feel like you're being treated like a priority because your partner or significant other or your spouse be flirting. Are they trying to say you flirting? You're just a nice person. You're not flirting with anyone. Others of you, if you are in a relationship, you're ready to get out. And if your significant other or your partner or your spouse doesn't want to enjoy that moments with you, you're gonna go do it. You're gonna make some new friends. Others of you, you're calling up your old friends. And I started to say the gaslighter could be your spouse, significant other, your partner. And if you are not in a relationship, it's your family or your children. It could be both. Strength, overall direction. It says presenting in an upright. This card depicts an inner fortitude during stress. It says you're cool under pressure, Scorpio, and retain compassion all the while, even if it causes you harm. You're patient and can accomplish great feats with your determination alone. Your strength will be rewarded in the near future. Leo energy. You're going to be feeling you're going to feel very comforted inside, independent comfort. And you're not going to allow anyone to rob you from this type of comfort. This is a wholeness within. I just read something, it was about the sun, about us receiving the warmness kiss from the sun, but it's a different comfort when the sun fills within the vibrant space. All right, shed light on my Scorpio.